San Francisco police have identified a 54-year-old man, Patrick Thompson, in the stabbing of two Asian American women that happened Tuesday afternoon in the Mid-Market neighborhood. And according to witnesses, Thompson was clutching a knife and walking down Market Street when he approached this bus stop, stabbed the two women, and then just walked away. The women are expected to survive, and Congresswoman Kelly talked about this story at the top of the hour. But this is just another horrifying incident that we've seen so many of this year, of people just attacking Asian Americans. And joining us now to discuss how we can try and stop this rise in hate against our Asian community is Professor Grace Kao from the Department of Sociology at Yale University. She also is a Bay Area native. Thank you for joining us here on Crowd 4 News at 3.
Thank you for having me. I just want to express my concern and that my heart goes out to the victims and their families.
Yeah, it's a really disgusting and horrific attack. Just in the middle of the day, these two women just standing there waiting for the bus. Why do you think we've seen more attacks against Asian Americans in the past year?
Well, you know, the pandemic has everything to do with it. Asian Americans are always seen as foreign. And of course, we think of COVID-19 as a pandemic that came to us from China. And so that directly links China, the country, to people that are Chinese Americans or Asian Americans. And so people walking around who look like me and the women that were attacked, unfortunately, immediately bring to mind the pandemic. And I know everyone is really tired of the pandemic and frustrated, and this is unfortunately how some people are choosing to express their frustration. I mean, it's completely unacceptable, of course.
Yeah, it's not. Some of them are people who have mental health issues, and that's another topic for another day. But some are not. Some are targeted against the Asian American community. There's hate and anger towards them, and this rise in it has more cameras are out there showing us what's happening, and maybe now even more victims and witnesses are feeling more comfortable coming forward to report what's happening.
Yeah, and we know that all over the country, a lot of Asian businesses have been affected, right? One of the first things that happened last March was that people stopped going to Chinese restaurants. They stopped shopping in Chinatowns in San Francisco, New York, et cetera. So it began with just businesses, and it moved from businesses to people, of course, because I guess that's the natural progression. But, you know, I'm especially sad and angry that they're targeting elderly Americans.
Mm-hmm. They're just so vulnerable, and there's not much that they can be doing to protect themselves. What I do want to talk about is something that, what can I do? Me, our viewers, what can we do to help stop Asian hate? I need something tangible I can wrap my arms around, something that I can be spending my time and my energy doing instead of just talking about it and watching what's happening.
Yeah, this is a really good question and a really hard question. The hatred and the association of Asian Americans to things that are foreign is longstanding. So it's not something that, unfortunately, you and I can fix overnight. I think the little micro things that people can do is just perhaps not treating Asian Americans as somehow this very exotic being. I've said this in other interviews that we're often, again, seen as foreign. So we're asked, you know, where did you learn to speak English so well? What country are you from, et cetera? And I think those little things that are not painful at the time, but they are little tiny microaggressions. It does point to the reiteration over and over again that people that look like me and the women that were attacked can't ever really be American. And so because we're not American, we're not seen as American, we embody the threat that comes. And I think it's not just disease, it's not just COVID-19, but the rhetoric against China or against North Korea, somehow it gets transferred to us. So, you know, treating people just like people. Americans of Asian ancestry are just Americans. So I think the everyday treatment of folks as regular people would help a lot. You know, representation in the media, not having Asians only appear as strange characters in film and TV as just regular people that you might know next door. I think all those things go a long way, but it's going to take a lot of time.
Yeah, we have to do something also to keep the conversation going and the action going. It can't just stop right here. Yep. But unfortunately, we are out of time right now for our conversation. But Professor Grace Kao from Yale University, thank you so much for joining us here on KRON 4.
Thank you for having me.
Anytime. Now, May is Asian Pacific American Heritage Month, and this year a sense of fear and concern are also accompanying celebrations because of ongoing crimes against Asian Americans. Tomorrow, right here on KRON 4, we will hear from mayors of the Bay Area's 3 largest cities, how they are addressing violent crimes against the Asian American community. It's all part of our special coverage that will run all month long. And at the end of the month, join KRON 4's Gail Ong and Will Tran for a 30-minute special on stopping Asian hate. We will air it on Sunday evening at 6:30. Again, that's Sunday, May 30th. And we'll be right back.